Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another exciting adventure of The Shadow, the mystery man who strikes terror into the very hearts of sharpsters, lawbreakers, and criminals. In these recreation episodes, The Shadow will continue to demonstrate to old and young alike that crime does not pay. Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, solving crimes, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as The Shadow. Never seen, only heard. As haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person to know who the invisible voice belongs to. Today's drama, Murder Before the Storm. In today's drama, originally aired on October 10th, 1954, Murder Before the Storm. The forces of nature combine with the greed of man to commit murder. It will begin in just a moment. But first, attention! If you would like to voice a character for any upcoming episodes, feel free to contact us on our Facebook page or send in your audition at CastingCall.club. And now, The Shadow and Murder Before the Storm. Like a person, a place can be destroyed by an evil reputation. 3 deaths in one summer season, whether by accident or design, can drive guests from a resort hotel as surely as the coming of autumn storms. Such was the case at Seacliff Inn.
Clerk! Clerk! Where the devil are you?
Right here, madam. Sorry, madam.
I thought you'd fallen off the cliff, too.
No, madam.
What's my bill? I'm leaving this forsaken place.
Just one day. $25. I'm sorry, madam.
So am I. I've been coming here for 10 years. At the end of the season, because I hate crowds. But I don't relish a vacation in a place as dead as some of its guests.
The police called the deaths unfortunate accidents, madam.
Nonsense! There's a curse on this place!
The cliff path to the village has always been dangerous during storms, madam. Guests have been warned, but there are always fools and show-offs who ignore all the warnings.
It's more than that. Where's Andy Walton? I want to see him before I leave.
I'm sorry, madam. He's gone to the village to arrange for the closing of the inn.
Good! He might as well. No guest in his right mind would spend a night here. Here's $30. Keep the change. Goodbye.
Lamont,
Yes, Margot?
why are you rushing to Seacliff?
There's a storm coming,
This is the season for storms.
and apparently the time for the death to strike.
Then this isn't just an impromptu holiday.
Death never takes a holiday, Margot. Watch for the turnoff sign at Sea Cove.
It's getting dark, and all these roads through the dunes look alike.
And the wind sandpapers the road signs in the season. Guess I better turn on the headlights.
That's better. There! Seacliff Inn, 1 mile.
Andy Walton, the owner, is meeting us at the village of Sea Cove, a shelter inlet just aside of Seacliff Inn.
Why?
He wants to brief us before he starts treating us like guests.
So those 3 deaths may not have been accidents or even suicides?
Each death occurred just before a bad summer storm.
Is that the only pattern?
They all plunged off the cliff trail into the sea.
Were the 3 people related or acquainted?
No. And they died weeks apart. No apparent reason for suicide and no known motive for murder.
Do you think it's murder?
Andy Walton thinks it's going to happen again.
Why, Lamont?
Walton suspects that someone is trying to frighten the guests away and close the inn and bankrupt them.
And we're supposed to be guests. Ugh.
Here's Captain Zeb's store.
Is Andy Walton meeting us here?
Yes, and he phoned us here.
I don't see... Oh! There's old Neptune himself, coming out of the shack.
That's Captain Zeb.
Good evening.
Hello, Captain. Andy Walton around?
Ain't seen him.
Oh, I'm Lamont Cranston, and this is Margot Lane.
Recollect you. Howdy, man.
I'm glad to meet you, Captain Zeb.
Why?
Well, I've heard a lot about you.
What?
Well...
I've been telling Miss Lane that you know this coast better than any man alive.
We're dead.
Speaking of the dead,
Don't.
why not?
They don't like it.
Who doesn't like it?
Them that took 'em.
Well, you're talking in riddles, Captain.
That's right. Good night.
Wait, Captain, if you see Andy Walton, tell him...
You tell him if you see him.
Well, what do you make of that, Lamont?
Captain Zeb hates Outlanders, summer folks. But how deep is his hate? How strong is his motive for hating?
Oh, now you're talking in riddles.
Death is always a riddle. 3 deaths in the same manner in the same place could be a riddle wrapped in the enigma of murder, to misquote Winston Churchill.
Why is it so quiet, Lamont? No wind in the dunes, no sound of the sea.
The calm before another storm.
It makes me feel nervous. Jumpy. Let's get to the inn before the storm breaks.
Yes, my phone conversation with Andy Walton gives me a strange, uneasy feeling that 2 human storms are building up in the Seacliff Inn to match the fury of the elements. Let's go.
Rita! Rita?
What do you want, Mr. Tyler?
Where are you going?
Home.
Why?
No guests are left to wait on. No tips. Why not?
There'll be 2 guests coming tonight.
Wait on them yourself. You don't have anything else to do but hide behind that desk like a crab.
You'll be sorry you said that. Next season.
There'll be no next season after the way people died this summer.
Morbid curiosity or the thrill of danger will bring them.
You won't be here if I ever tell Cap Zeb how you've been after me.
I'm not afraid of your uncle.
Then I'll tell Mr. Walton why I'm leaving ahead of time.
You tell him nothing, you she-devil, you temptress, you...
I don't have to tell Andy Walton. I think he knows what's going on. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. It's my fault. I hope I haven't hurt your ankle.
No, it's all right. I can walk home.
Well, Lamont, beautiful young things certainly come your way.
And vanish as quickly.
Good evening. What can I do for you?
I'm Lamont Cranston, and this is Miss Lane. We'd like 2 separate rooms.
But you made no reservations.
I hardly thought it'd be necessary this late in the season.
We are closing the inn. The kitchen help and serving staff are all gone.
That's all right. We can eat in the village.
There is no restaurant in Sea Cove. Only Captain Zeb's store.
We'll stop overnight just the same, if you don't mind.
Very well, if you wish. I'll register you and...
Lamont, it's that girl.
She's up on the cliff path to the cove.
Stay here, Margot. Sounds as if my premonition was right.
Called to an isolated seaside resort hotel as it is about to close for the season, Lamont Cranston and Margot Lane fail to find Andy Walton, the owner, who had summoned them to investigate the apparently accidental deaths of 3 guests. Now, the terrified screams of a local waitress bring Cranston and Greg Tyler, manager of the inn, running up a narrow path to an overhanging cliff where the 3 guests had met their fate.
Watch your step, Cranston. It's 100 feet to the rocks below.
Keep going. If that girl has found something horrible, she may be hanging on a ledge.
There she is, holding a flashlight. What is it, Rita?
Down there on the rocks! Mr. Walton! Like the others!
Where? I can't see him.
Give me that flashlight, miss. Oh, good grief.
Maybe he isn't dead.
Not a chance. He's face down in the water. If the fall didn't kill him, he's drowned by now.
He didn't fall! I know he didn't!
Stop talking like a fool, Rita.
I'm not a fool! And stop calling me Rita!
Shut up, or you'll get Cap Zeb in trouble.
Why should my uncle be in trouble?
He knew Walton would never marry a clam digger's niece, no matter how pretty you are.
Mr. Walton was just a good friend. He was kind to me, gave me a job, never made passes like you? You filthy crab!
Stop it, miss. Tell me, was Andy Walton wearing any kind of uniform tonight?
No? Why?
I just found this brass button at the edge of the ledge.
That's off Cap Zeb's old pea jacket.
He never wears it except when he takes fishing parties out on the Mary Ann.
Let's recover Walton's body and go see if Captain Zeb made an exception to the rule. Tonight.
Do you think you can recover Walton's body from the rocks, Lamont?
We'll try. Wait here and with Rita, Zeb. And watch her.
There are the rocks, where the sea cuts under the cliff.
Stay here with Miss Lane. Tyler and I will move the body up above the high tide mark.
It's almost high tide now. Maybe we'd better leave the body where it fell.
Not with a storm coming, so we'd carry it out to sea. Let's go.
Why are you so interested in this matter, Cranston? I am the manager of the inn. By what right do you have to take charge and give orders?
I don't care who gives the orders, as long as Walton's body is recovered and the police notified.
I'll tend to that. I'll phone the state police at Dunehead as soon as we get back to the inn.
All right, there's the body in the shallow pool between the rocks. Hold the flashlight while I drag him out of the high ground.
Cap Zeb will hang for this.
That'll be for the judge and jury to decide. And all the evidence is in.
Poor Mr. Walton. Why did it have to happen to him? Why? Why?
Perhaps because he was trying to find out what really happened to those 3 guests of his who were killed the same way, Rita.
Has there been any trouble in the past summer between Andy Walton and Cap Zeb, Rita?
It's only that Uncle Zeb hates Outlanders, summer folks, and blamed Mr. Walton for their being here.
But your uncle makes money out of them, selling supplies and taking them fishing.
It's on account of me.
Buddy let you work at the inn.
This is the first season. I'm of age. Uncle Zeb said it would be the last. Poor Mr. Walton dead. Guess it will be.
Does Andy Walton have any relatives, Lamont?
No, but the inn is almost bankrupt.
There's no light in your uncle's store, Rita.
Uncle closes early. We live in the back.
Stay in the car with Miss Lane, Rita. I want to talk to Cap Zeb. Alone.
I'm sure he doesn't know anything about Mr. Walton going off the cliff. I'm sure.
Let's hope he doesn't.
Will the police come by here on their way to examine the body, Lamont?
It's the only road. Stop them if they get here while I'm talking to Zeb.
Shouldn't they be here by now if the manager notified them by phone?
Pretty soon. It's 10 miles to Dunehead.
Who's that? Who's out there?
Lamont Cranston, Cap Zeb. Stay in the car. I want to talk to you. Put away that rifle and I'll tell you.
Come inside. What's wanted?
You been here all evening, Zeb?
What's it to you?
Andy Walton is dead.
Good riddance.
The police won't look at it that way.
How'd it happen?
He went off the cliff path like his guest.
Darn fool. I warned him.
Against what?
That place when a storm's making up.
Did you go there and warn him tonight?
Who says I did?
I found this brass button at the spot where he went to his death.
Hold it a spell.
Greg Tyler, the inn manager, says the button's off your pea jacket.
Tis.
How did it happen to be there, Zeb?
I'm finding out.
Not without rifles, Zeb.
Follow me and I'll kill you.
Let the police handle this, Zeb.
What police?
Greg Tyler phoned Dunehead. Notified.
He couldn't have.
Why not?
Phone line's down. Or cut.
How do you know?
Tried phoning for gas. Same line to the inn. Deader than Wallen.
Then wait till I drive to Dunehead.
No. And if you follow me, you'll be dead. Mind you that.
Uncle Zeb! Stop! Wait! Come back! It isn't what you think. Come back! Come back!
Lamont, I couldn't hold her. Why didn't you stop her?
Zeb has a rifle. He might have hit her or shooting at me.
Why haven't the police arrived? They've had plenty of time.
Zeb claims the only phone line is down or cut.
Then Greg Tyler couldn't report Walton's death from the inn.
Apparently not, Margot.
Why? What could he gain?
Time.
What'll we do?
The Shadow is going to take a shortcut along the cliffs trail to the inn.
Be careful you don't meet with an accident.
The Shadow is a specialist in dealing with this kind of accident. Hurry, Margot. Try to get the police to the inn before the storm breaks and destroys evidence of murder.
You liar! You murderer!
What are you doing here? Why did you come back to the inn?
To find you before my uncle does!
Why?
To save him from killing you.
Where is he?
Coming by the road with his gun.
How did you get here ahead of him?
Over the cliff path, and you better get out of here!
Thanks for the warning, you beautiful Spitfire.
I'm nothing to you, and you're dirt to me, and always will be!
But I'm still the manager of Seacliff Inn, and I'll soon be the owner.
You'll soon be dead if you don't get out of here!
I'll save the state the trouble of hanging Cap Zeb if he comes in here with his rifle.
He's not fool enough to come in here. He'll be waiting out there in the dark, waiting for the storm to break.
Where's that meddling Cranston and his girlfriend Lane?
They're at the store, waiting for the police.
The police aren't coming. No one is coming. No one!
You're a fool. You're crazy!
No one is coming. No one is leaving. Not you, not Zeb, not Cranston, not Lane.
You are crazy!
No, not crazy. Rejected by you, yes. Scorned by the stupid guests at this rotten inn, yes.
You're the one who pushed them off the cliff.
Yes!
Just because they treated you like a clerk?
I won't be a clerk next season. I'll own this place.
How?
It's bankrupt. Those accidents fixed that. I saved and saved and saved. And stolen, too. From the guests and from Walton.
And you killed him, too.
Yes. And I'll buy this inn at auction, too. And it'll be mine.
It won't. Ever.
It will. The storm will take Walton's body, and yours, and Zeb's, and Cranston's, and Lane's, and there'll be no one left to say it wasn't a ghastly accident. Who rang that service bell at the counter?
An unexpected guest, Greg Tyler. The Shadow.
No, there's no one anywhere near that bell.
Wrong. And the Shadow will remain an unseen guest, because I have the power to cloud your tormented mind.
No.
Yes. And if you're not convinced, the Shadow will be glad to register in your Book of the Dead.
It can't be. It's a trick to trap me.
You trapped yourself. The Shadow heard your confession.
I'll kill you, Shadow. Kill you. Kill you.
You're a poor shot, Tyler. Much better at crouching in the darkness of the cliff path. A quick lunge at your imagined enemies, a hard shove, a falling cry, then death in the sea.
It's a lie. I was only boasting to Rita, imagining how it might have been. Cap Zeb did it because he hates us all.
Of course you imagine it, Greg Tyler. Season after season, year after year, until your fevered brain had turned fancy into fact.
All right, Shadow. What do you want? Why have you come here?
A dead man asked me to come, perhaps knowing he was about to die.
What are you going to do, Shadow?
Put an end to your killing.
How can you keep me from killing Rita with the rest of the shots in this gun? I can't see you, but I can see her.
This way! Run, Rita Zeb. Run home. Run!
Following the strangely similar, but seemingly unrelated, deaths of 3 summer guests, Lamont, Cranston, and Margot Lane arrived at Seacliff Inn too late to forestall the death of the owner. Now, as the Shadow, Cranston confronts Greg Tyler, the embittered and murderous manager, as an autumn storm strikes the deserted inn.
Forget the gun, Greg Tyler. It is useless against the Shadow, and Rita Zeb is gone.
How did you stop me from killing her? Knock me down? Make me drop the gun when I can't even see you.
The heavy register served a better purpose than listing the names of guests you hated enough to kill.
I didn't hate them that much. Not all the time.
No, only at times like tonight, before a storm, where the air was still, heavy and oppressive, fraying your nerves, driving your tortured brain down to the depths of depression and frustration with each drop of the barometer.
How do you know that, Shadow?
I can see it now, mirrored in your bloodshot eyes, etched in your controtted face, crying out in your voice.
Keep speaking, Shadow. Keep talking to me.
Why, Greg Tyler? Are you afraid to be alone with your own thoughts, your own conscience?
No, because now I know why I can't see you. You are my thoughts, my mind. You're not real at all. Not flesh and blood. Not here in this office at all.
Think that, if it gives you any comfort, until the police come. But don't try to leave.
You couldn't stop me from lighting a cigarette. Or even keep me from having a drink. You see? I salute you, Shadow. Skull to my conscience. Shadow! You are real! You shot the drink from my hand!
No! Get down! That's Cap Zeb outside, with a rifle.
The light! He shot out the light! He's after me!
Why? Is he your accomplice? Did you frame him for the murder of Andy Walton with a brass button torn from his pea jacket?
No! I've got to get out! Get away!
Stay here, Tyler. That's what he wants, to drive you into the storm.
No! He'll corner me in here. Kill me like a rat in a trap!
Lamont! Lamont!
What are you doing here? Where are the state troopers?
They're on their way. I found a phone in a gas station on the way to Dunehead. Called from there and hurried back. Where's Rita? Captain Zeb? And Tyler?
All out in the storm, hunting each other. Go back to the store. Wait for the state troopers. Tell them that Tyler is the killer, but Zeb is after him with a rifle.
Come back with me, Lamont. Let the troopers round them up.
No, we can't let Zeb commit murder in the name of justice.
I've got to get away. Get away. The cliff path's the shortest way.
I figured you'd figure that.
Cap Zeb!
Yep,
How'd you get here ahead of me?
by living right.
You'll go to prison if you kill me.
No need for me to kill you, Tyler.
What do you mean?
You've killed yourself. Coming here in a storm.
How?
This headland of rocks is made funny.
Huh?
The wind pulls hard down to the sea. Feel it tugging at you with each gust.
Let me go!
Sure, Mr. Tyler. Just let go of the rocks. Walk past me.
No! No!
Come on, I won't push you. Like you did. Them.
No! I'll go back!
Ain't no turning back on death, Mr. Tyler.
I'm going back! They'll hang you if you shoot me!
Reckon I'll have to chance that.
Wait, Cap Zeb.
Who said that? Who's up here on the ledge with us?
The Shadow Zeb. And hold your fire.
What do you want?
Justice done, but not by us.
Show yourself.
Don't shoot! He'll hit me. You can't see him, even in a lightened room. He isn't real. He isn't really here. You're crazy if you think you can really hear him. Listen to me, Zeb. Help me. I'll confess everything. Everything!
Pick him up, Cap Zeb. Take him with you. Take him to the police.
Shadow! Shadow! You hear me? Huh. Better keep shut about this. Maybe it was one of them.
Lamont,
Yes, Margot?
how does it feel to be able to strike such terror into the hearts of people?
The shadow doesn't really strike terror, Margot. Terror is already there, born of guilt or fear or remorse.
Captain Zeb and Rita never said a word to the police about the shadow. It's happened before, but it always amazes me.
Perhaps it's because they feel they won't be believed.
What will happen to Greg Tyler?
He'll be committed, most likely.
I feel better just leaving that place.
The storm has cleared the air. The barometer was rising when we left.
So is my appetite. Couldn't we stop someplace for breakfast?
Sold, Margot? I see a sign ahead, and it says ham and eggs.
This story is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications Incorporated. The characters, names, places, and plot fictitious. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are purely coincidental.